That's the you pussy. That's the you pussy. And you security. This is security. That's security, nigga. You pussy. Look, shut up. Shut up. And you with a cop. You way out. And look, you tight. And you with police. And you with police, nigga. Look, that cop. That nigga. Neither here nor there, you heard? Listen. Y'all niggas tell Meek Mill, come fight me. Tell Meek Mill I wanna fight that one-on-one, you heard? And I don't even got to trip about money and all that. Cause I got more money than
you a bitch here, right here, fraud on the ground like you was that. Baby, my niggas will be in the land swerving with me, eating gat. Dog, real boss makes the car, you a bitch.
6ix9ine just came for Meek Mill's neck like never before. And this time, it ain't just some internet clowning. With Meek's name suddenly tied to that wild Diddy scandal, 6ix9ine saw the perfect opening to fire shots. And wow, he did not hold back. This beef between Meek and 6ix9ine, it's deep. We're talking way back in 2018, before all those jaw-dropping Diddy accusations hit the headlines. Back when 6ix9ine got locked up on federal charges, he folded fast and loud, throwing his whole crew under the bus like it was nothing. Dude turned into the courtroom MVP for snitching, pointing fingers left and right like he had a built-in radar for betrayal. The rap game was watching, and Meek was one of the loudest voices calling him out. Betrayal, straight up. Meek's always played the solid role, talking about justice, standing tall, and pushing for prison reform. He wasn't about to co-sign any of that snitch behavior. In fact, back in a 2018 interview, Meek even said he wanted to give 6ix9ine some real advice, warning, you give out that certain kind of energy and that energy actually comes back.
Like, all that you're doing is stupid at this point. I know you might have got on from doing it and it worked out to be able to make some money, but I think you need to slow down. I think you beefing with too many people right now. You putting the wrong energy out, and the world will deliver the energy that you putting out. Like, you delivering a gangster type of energy now. He locked up in the middle of some shit. So, you know, you gave out that energy, you kind of got that energy back. I seen him one time and I was like, yo, I want to holler at you real quick. He was like, all right, I'm going to holler at you in a second. And I was going to tell him, like, things not talking about prison. Just like, yo, stop putting that energy out. You get money now.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? And nobody want to live like that. You can't live with 10 security guards.
But things turned extra messy by 2020. That's when Meek hit X, Twitter, and went at 6ix9ine hard, trying to shut down his IG live like it was a circus act. Meek tweeted, I hope that rat going live to apologize to the people he told on or the victim. People really got short memories, huh? 6ix9ine clapped back saying, y'all forgot that fast? A rat got Nipsey killed. He shouldn't have even been on the streets. That's all I'ma say since he's gone. Left behind his baby mom and kid like a coward. Boom! He said that straight up and then turned his sights on Meek. 6ix9ine went straight for the gut with this one.
Neither here nor there, you heard? Listen, y'all niggas tell Meek Mill, come fight me. Tell Meek Mill I wanna fight that one-on-one, you heard? And I don't even got to trip about money and all that. Cause I got more money than...
He fired off, imagine having a newborn come into the world and you stressed over a Mexican with rainbow hair. That was a cold shot at Meek, who had just had a baby with Milan Harris. Instead of soaking in fatherhood, Meek was all over 6ix9ine's comeback, giving him the attention he wanted. Meek, never one to stay quiet, jumped back on X like he was dropping bars. He called 6ix9ine a keyboard informant and said this whole beef was about raising his sons to be soldiers. Like, what? Then Meek tried flipping it, getting all deep and woke, saying cops out here taking lives while 6ix9ine's out trolling grieving families.
I'm at a point in my life like, we all grew up in the streets.
He even said 6ix9ine's chaos was just feeding rich folks who laughed from the sideline. And let's not forget, when 6ix9ine dropped Gooba and came begging for streams, Meek wasn't having any of it. He dragged the track, called it weak, and let everyone know 6ix9ine was just a rainbow-haired walking embarrassment. He tweeted, that new song, trash. We heard that. LOL. But 6ix9ine don't just take L's. He spun back with heat, blasting Meek's whole activist image, saying all that justice talk was just for show when the cameras are on. Everything hit the fan on February 14th, 2021, Valentine's Day drama outside an Atlanta nightclub. As Meek Mill was walking out, 6ix9ine pulled up and caused a full-on scene. Cameras were rolling while 6ix9ine started yelling, accusing Meek of being flanked by cops and hiding behind security. Meek's team jumped in quick to make sure it didn't get physical, but the was crazy.
That's the you pussy. That's the you pussy. And you security. This is security. That's security if you pussy. Look, shut up. Shut up. And you with a cop. And look, you tight. And you with police. And you with police. Look, that cop. That
Right after Meek tweeted, 6ix9ine waited outside the club for me. They trying to get us. That clip spread like wildfire, and both of them ran straight to social media with their side of the story. 6ix9ine clowned Meek for rolling deep with security, while Meek called the whole thing a setup, saying 6ix9ine was chasing clout and trying to stage a fake beef for views. Now fast forward, Meek's name gets dragged into the middle of that messy Diddy situation. With all those leaked audio clips and wild images flying around, his enemies wasted no time. Soulja Boy even jumped in with a savage tweet. Didn't Diddy if you in the ass? And now 6ix9ine circling like a hawk. He's been waiting to cook Meek's whole image. It's no secret Meek and Diddy been close for years.
Hey, what's up, King Son? Man, you doing it, man. You deserve it, Daddy. You putting in that work. Proud of you. I love you. Yeah.
Chilling at parties, showing love at events, moving like industry brothers. But with Diddy's empire crumbling under lawsuits, leaked clips, and party rumors, anyone close to him is catching heat. Insiders and leaked reports been whispering wild stuff, saying Meek was once Diddy's so-called favorite, getting all the VIP perks for the time he spent around the mogul.
They had a recording of Meek and Diddy
making love?
Ew. I don't know if it was love.
Okay, you have it? Let's hear it.
What?
Yo, wait a minute. Wait,
You didn't hear this?
No!
Now, Miran,
Yeah.
what does that sound authentic?
It absolutely. Oh my God.
Let's take it back to Meek's 27th birthday. Diddy went all out, dropping $25,000 a night on a Vegas spot called the Parisian Palace. But what happened inside that mansion? Straight chaos. Jason Haight, the property manager, said the place was straight up wrecked. We're talking shattered liquor bottles, used protection everywhere, blood-stained sheets, razors, lube spread across dressers and marble floors. It looked like a scene out of Madness. The guy even said he found a half ounce of powder on the floor, panties tossed in bushes, and 2 random iPhones just left behind. And all that before the party even started. But it gets even messier. Before the guests arrived, Diddy allegedly had every bedroom lock replaced, so only he had the keys. Then he reportedly swapped out the smoke detectors with ones of his own. Some claim they had tiny hidden cameras tucked inside. And that now viral clip, people say, shows Meek in a compromising situation. Sources say it was filmed that exact night. The bodyguard who leaked the footage claimed Diddy spiked everyone's drinks before the wildness kicked off.
Champagne was spiked, son. Like, all the champagne was spiked. Everybody was passed the out. I don't drink, so I was playing that off like I don't drink. I smoke. Like, I smoke and I had my own weed, but like everybody was passed out. Yo, Diddy had that man in the room. Look, yes, I put my ear to the door and I brought the phone because Diddy started going in overdrive. I ain't know what the was going on, but I just heard balls slapping against ass cheeks. I heard struggling to take. I heard being like, yeah, daddy. Like when he started all that daddy this and daddy that, and then I heard some hollering and struggling. Like, yeah, I kept the phone there and I recorded all this because I was like.
And no one's letting go of that one clip where Diddy straight up called Meek daddy on camera. Like, what? Who even calls their bros that? The internet lost its mind and Meek was getting roasted all over Twitter. Memes were flying and folks were dragging him through the mud. Trying to fight back, Meek jumped on X and dropped a whole rant. My voice is so powerful as a black man from the ghetto world. Why they want it gone? I'm a real king, straight out the trenches, under control of no human. They learned how to damage. can't stop us, our brands from bots and campaigns like politicians. Then he really tried flipping the script, saying he dropped $100,000 to figure out who's behind this so-called smear campaign.
Right now, we playing out this real life.
Real life
Yeah, nigga, Diddy gang, Meek Mill in real life. Don't ever disrespect me, you
Talk
heard?
that shit, Meek. Yeah, Meek.
He tweeted again, "The streets know what's up with me. It's not the case. We talking about business side, somebody powering these bad campaigns with Meek Mill. Again, I got $100K for a thorough investigation of who's powering and how exactly my name connect to this." If Meek really had that $100,000 ready to go, why didn't he follow through? Or was it all just smoke and mirrors? And this ain't just internet gossip anymore. In one of those lawsuits filed by Lil Rod against Diddy, he specifically mentioned Diddy was getting involved with a Philly rapper who once dated Nicki Minaj. Now hold up. How many Philly rappers do you know who used to bag Nicki? That line alone had people connecting dots real fast, dots that probably shouldn't even be in the same picture. But it didn't stop there. 6ix9ine came right back, this time in a convo with academics, and dropped a weird one. He said Diddy once slept right next to him. Now, Street Talk says that was a slick, subliminal jab meant for Meek, like he was throwing him into that same wild scenario. And with 6ix9ine, it's never just a statement. He always brings the mockery and chaos with it. Now people are digging up old videos, shady party footage, and blurry screenshots trying to prove Meek was deeper in that Diddy circle than anyone thought. Suddenly, every handshake, every photo, every club appearance is being rewatched like it's evidence in a courtroom. Blogs are running wild, dropping side-by-side comparisons, saying Meek's body language looked off in some of those clips.
We sleeping right next to each other. Pause. So like what you like you just not for real.
I get it, but
I slept right here, he slept right there.
One video even showed Diddy whispering in Meek's ear at a yacht party, real low-key, real close, and now folks claiming that's when the grooming started. Like what? And of course 6ix9ine couldn't stay quiet. He jumped back in the ring with more jabs, calling Meek Diddy's certified protege and posting a throwback pic of them together with the caption, "Mentored by a legend." But let's be real, that was pure shade, not a compliment. As if things weren't already wild, now there's talk that Meek might be trying to distance himself quietly, like real quiet. No big statements, no interviews, just switching up his circle and moving different on social media. People noticed he unfollowed a few big names, started posting more motivational quotes and less party vibes. But let's be real, the internet notices everything. Meanwhile, 6ix9ine is doubling down. He went live again, laughing straight into the camera saying, "Y'all favorite activist out here hiding from the smoke." Then he started throwing up old clips of Meek talking about standing tall and never running from pressure, and used those exact words to clown him. Said Meek only talks tough when the cameras are rolling, but now he's ghost when things get real. Some fans tried defending Meek, saying he's staying silent because of legal advice or to avoid adding fuel to the fire, but others ain't buying it. They're saying silence is an answer. If it's all lies, why not shut it down loud and clear? Insiders claim Meek's team is scrambling, calling PR firms, shutting down stories, even reaching out to blogs to pull certain posts. But that just got folks even more suspicious. Because when you try to erase the smoke, it starts to look like there's really fire. 6ix9ine, of course, ain't letting up. He hopped on IG stories, posting cryptic messages like "silence is guilt in disguise," and then tagged Meek in a photo of a rat emoji next to a king's crown. Pure disrespect. He's clearly trying to paint Meek like he's caught up in something dirty and now ducking accountability. This was 6ix9ine's moment to get even for every L Meek ever threw his way. Now the tables turned, and 6ix9ine, academics, and half the internet got their eyes locked on Meek Mill. Is it all just rumors? Maybe, but that hasn't stopped the timeline from exploding. One user posted, "He in the pool knowing his act is hurting fam," and Diddy recorded it on purpose, talking about, "You deserve it, daddy. Bro is diabolical." Another said, "Diddy really used that man on his birthday. I bet Meek Mill hates birthdays now." And someone else chimed in with, "It's wild how at all these Diddy parties with drugs, spiked drinks, and freak-offs, nobody fought, nobody got shot, not even an argument, just brother love vibes." So now we gotta ask, is Meek just caught in the blast zone of Diddy's empire falling apart? Or is there more to this story than he's letting on? How deep y'all think Meek really got into those freaky scenes? Was he a victim or a willing player? Let us know what you think in the comments. Don't hold back. If you're here for the truth, the tea, and the stuff they don't want you to hear, then you already know what to do. Tap that like, hit subscribe, and stay locked in because the next jaw dropper, it's already on the way. See you on the next one.